everyone, it's Hippie here at Hippie's Common Sense Corner with this week's upload called Obamacare and how it all went wrong and why. Today is Monday, April 12th, 2021. Before we get started, I'd like to say a few things and give a warning or two about this topic. One is, you can tell Apex isn't here. Back on one of my other uploads, I did say his spot is safe till he decides he doesn't want to do this anymore. And over the weekend, he basically decided that he doesn't want to do this anymore. So here I go again, looking for somebody else to help me with this and maybe even sit next to me. So if you're in the Milwaukee area, you'd like to get involved in this, please contact me through my down below, my email, or my Facebook. I know I don't have the links in the description yet, but you can go back to the other videos with me and Apex and click onto there. But if not, use my email, hippie.38@hotmail.com. Facebook is hippie38, but the 38 is spelled out. You can also reach me on Vegas World. Go over there and sign in. Sign up, it's free. Look for my username, Mr. 1967 GTO. If you like what I'm saying here, which I'm going to probably piss a lot of people, hit the like or dislike button. If you have a comment, I don't care if you want to tell me to jump off a cliff, go fuck myself, go kill myself, leave it down below. Hit the subscribe, hit the tap on the notification so you get my new up-to-date uploads. Now let's hit the warning. This topic is going to probably, like I said, piss a lot of people off. It's going to be about politics. The politicians. I think this will be a good topic. To tell you the truth, I wanted to do this topic like a year before about the time I was thinking about, a year before I started doing this, before I just started this channel. And I wanted to really start off with this as my first episode, but I wanted to give you guys a few videos so you kind of get to know me and know how I think. But seeing I'm not getting the views I thought I'd get or the responses, I figured, what the hell, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I do have to piss you guys off or try to wake you up. So I guess another thing, please share me with your friends, family. Maybe they'll agree, maybe they disagree, maybe you agree, they don't, whatever. Just share me. But sit back. Another thing I'd like to tell you, as you can tell, I'm not in my regular recording place. I'm actually in my recliner because I can barely walk today between my arthritis and MS. And I still suffer at times of side effects from my stroke. So, I can walk, but it's very hard for me right now to keep my balance. So sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy this. And please let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Okay, the reason I decided to do this topic is, I said it earlier in this video, and I've said it in other videos, I survived a few strokes. Okay, I'm a 3-stroke survivor. Actually, if that even exists, I don't know. But my wife pays health insurance and covers us through her work. Okay. Okay, she pays $50 a week because I smoke. I will not quit smoking. Not because I enjoy it. I hate smoking. I wish I could quit. But I will not quit because of, and I think I might have covered this too. Most of the people I know that have quit, or I know a lot of people that quit, and within a year of quitting, within about a year or so, maybe a year and a half, they were diagnosed with cancer. Within a year of being diagnosed, or 2 years of quitting, they would pass. You have to remember, next month I turned 53. I've been smoking since I was 11. And I was a chain smoker at one time. You know, and if I quit smoking, I'd be miserable anyways. So what should I hope for? The cancer to kill me, or a heart attack, or whatever? You know, I just want to be comfortable. Whatever time the Lord gives me, I just want to enjoy it. That's why I'm a DNR. I want quality of life, not quantity. You know. What else is there? But what pisses me off is, like I was saying, my wife pays for our health insurance. This Obamacare, I have no problem with Obamacare or welfare. You know, we're a caring country. If we can help people overseas and in other countries, we should be able to help our citizens here at home. In this country, nobody should ever have to go to bed without a meal, or worry about their health care, or have to worry about keeping a roof over their head. Okay, let's set that straight right now. Okay, and I'm telling you, I'm a prankster. You know, I'm a smartass. I'll tell jokes all fucking day. A lot of people think I'm a bullshitter, and you'll probably think I'm lying too when I tell you about my pill problem that I dealt with for a while. But one thing I will not do is I will not bullshit you. Oh, I may bullshit you, but then I'll say, oh, hey, I'm just, just fucking with you, or just kidding. But when it comes to my health and this channel, I will never, ever, ever lie to you. I may get my information wrong, and if I do, correct me. I will admit it, and I'll try to fix it. Okay? But I'm not the bullshitter that a lot of people think I am. I just lived a fucked up life, okay? But let's get back into what I was saying. When I had my strokes, I had no health insurance. And then I met my wife, I married my wife, and my medical bills were so bad that we actually had to file bankruptcy. Okay? The hospital tried to get me on Title 19, but I couldn't get it for some reason. I can never get those fucking programs, okay? Well, I don't even really want to be on the program, but it'd been nice if I wouldn't have had to worry about my fucking health insurance. Okay, but what gets me is my wife pays good money every paycheck for our health insurance, plus another $50 a week. And I'm telling you, for every 8 or 9 prescriptions that the doctor writes me, my nebulizer, they didn't fight. They fought that one a little bit, but I got that. But a lot of my other stuff gets turned down. And that's my wife paying for it. But these people on Obamacare, they can get it. I mean, like when I first had my strokes, I could not walk. I couldn't even use my left side. I had a special walker where I used my right hand. On my left hand, they had what they called like a ledge where you strap it to so I could move the walker. I couldn't even get a ride to my doctor's appointments or physical therapy or anything like that. Okay? And I worked for one of those vans that take people to their appointments. And most of them are on Obamacare. And they can get it. They go to the meth clinic, which I don't have no problem with the meth clinic. And trust me, with my pill problem, we need those meth clinics. We need the insurance company to treat alcoholism and this pill problem as an illness, because that's what it is, okay? Our government says it is. But, you know, I tried to get into treatment, you know, as an inpatient, because I couldn't do it out. The temptation was too bad. And I couldn't get into these, you know, as an inpatient. I could if I wanted to put 10 grand down, and the lady told me it'd be a lot more than that. There's no way I could afford it. I couldn't even work. But these people that I was taking to the meth clinic were inpatient, and, you know, I don't know, it's fucked up. And my pill problem was so bad that I don't even know how the fuck I'm alive. And I know a lot of you are going to say I'm lying about this, but I might not be able to get my wife actually on camera, but I might be able to get her to sit over here and tell you how bad I was. And what freaks me out is I knew guys that were iron workers, roofers. They were, you know, the human body is not made to be climbing up and down iron, or, you know, up and down ladders, walking roofs, jumping off, falling. Okay. So these guys get a lot of pain. They start medicating themselves. Okay, they go out on the street for them. I'm not saying it's right, but it happens. I know guys that take 2-3 Oxy 80s and they would OD, and they've been doing this for 2-3 years. Back on my worst day, and I'm not exaggerating one bit, I was taking 15 to 25 OxyContin 80s 3 times a day. 1.5 times of that of Percocets. 10 325s and 5 325s. I don't know how the fuck I'm still alive. I think I mentioned this before. I only have one kidney. I lost one in a knife fight. Okay? So I have to be careful with kidney stones. My doctor told me that from day one. You feel you have a kidney stone, get your ass to the ER, because you could lose your kidney. Well, there's times where I get a lot of kidney stones through a stretch. I mean, when I was going to the hospital for it, I was going there so much that they actually thought I was faking it. You know, the nurses would say, oh, you know, you're just faking, you want the pain pills, or you want this, that, whatever. Until they did the CAT scan or whatever, then they would see it, you know, and then I'd throw it back in their face. This is how bad it got. I'd go in, say, Monday night or Monday evening, because I'd have pain. They would do their test. Oh yeah, you got 3 kidney stones, 4 whatever, 5, 2 whatever, but they have to be removed. They would admit me. I'd have to go into surgery the next day. They take, you know, so now Tuesday morning I'd go into surgery. They take out the stones, send me home. Tuesday night I'd be back with 2-3 more. Okay. One night, I went to the ER. I went 3 nights in a row. I go one night, the next day they take out the stones. That night I go back. The next day they take out more stones. That night I go back. The next day they do the stones, they send me home. Then I was fine for about 6 days. And all of a sudden, I was doing fine, and one night I'm sitting watching TV, and I get up to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh shit. So I go to the ER. I fight with the nurses, and they find out I'm right. I throw it, you know, and I got bitchy with the nurses on that one. And the doctors said I gotta have surgery the next day to have them removed. And so I did. She removes them. She sends me home. She sends me home with the script, excuse me. And on my way home, I stopped to get filled. I got 60, 10, 3, 25 Percocets. But because I was in the hospital, I was filled up with, between pills and IV, I didn't need to, I got home about 2:30, 3 o'clock, but I didn't need to take a pill till like 6:30. I went to bed about 3:30, 4 o'clock, between 3 and 4. My wife wakes me up about 2.5 hours later because we had to go and see a lawyer. And when I woke up, I couldn't even move. My muscles were so relaxed. My joints were totally useless. And normally I drive, but she had to drive. I was in the passenger seat. I slept all the way there. And it took everything I had to get up to the lawyer's office. We talked to him, we leave, we come home. Well, now I'm going to take a pill. I only had 4 left. So I don't know how the hell I'm alive. Well, then after that, I'm like, well, I got to get in for treatment. I could not get into treatment. And what really pisses me off is this will never change. And if the congressmen and women and the senators want to get pissed at me for saying this, I don't give a damn. Okay? This will never change because the senators and congress people that, put the laws in order for the insurance companies to say you pay for this and that, they'll never go against them because those insurance companies are the ones that put the money in their campaign war chests. I don't have a problem with Obamacare, but make it fair across the board, especially for the people that are paying for it. Like when I had my roofing company. Somebody pays me check and, somebody goes, yeah, I need a roof. Okay, your roof is, 12, say 12 grand. Give me my half down, I'll go and get the material. Okay, so they give me my half down, and then they write me a check, and I ask them, am I going to get a check on the, yeah, but because they're paying me a check, I say, no, I'm not going to put the last square down. My ass would be in fucking jail. So something has to give here, ladies and gentlemen, because it's just going to get worse. Like I say about everything, it's they keep, they hear about these people ODing, and the senator, the politicians go, oh, we got to get a handle on this. Yeah, we do. I agree. God, do I agree. Because I'm telling you, since like March or April of 19 till January of this year, I've actually known, I got it written down here somewhere, let me see. I know I've had 18 people that I know that has OD'd because of the pain pills, because they could not get help. They would call me and I tried to talk them through it. I couldn't do it. And another thing is, I don't agree with these people that shoot up schools or shopping malls, shopping centers, or their work. Okay, that is so fucking wrong. And I was brought up with guns. I'm telling you, when I was 9, 10 years old, my dad had a gun cabinet full of guns. He had so many guns they didn't fit in there. He'd have them in the corner behind his door. My brothers and I and sister knew not to touch them. Okay, my dad never had to worry about him coming home and finding out, we shot a neighbor, or I went to school and shot my classmates. Okay, but what did they do? They make these laws so that my dad, my brothers, people like you that are law-abiding citizens not to have guns, just like with this fucking Taliban and ISIS bullshit. Every time they do something, we lose more and more rights. Okay? And then they tell us we're winning? How the fuck can that be when we're giving them exactly what the fuck they want? You've heard me talk about the mask thing too. How the Asians are so proud that they're one nationality, okay? And how mixed races will disrupt a lot of their country. In the 90s, they needed a mask because of that bird flu or whatever they had. And here we are, we let everybody in, and we didn't need a mask till China did this. And every time President Biden or Vice President Harris goes on TV, or these experts with their masks, we're giving them exactly what the fuck they want. Just like us losing our gun rights, with the Democrats. See, I'm not Democrat, Republican, or independent for that matter. I vote for the person, okay? But I lean more towards the Democrats, okay? But I disagree with them on this, this gun control crap. First of all, if somebody does something like that, if they're alive, punish them. Make them be responsible, hold them responsible for what they did. Don't punish their law-abiding citizens. Nobody wants to take responsibility anymore. And that's where the problem's coming in. All I know, ladies and gentlemen, we have to change something here, or it's going to get worse. I am so grateful. I'm going to be 53 next month, and I have COPD. I have emphysema. I'm still smoking about two packs of cigarettes a day between my packs and my roll-ups. Okay. Because I don't want to be here in 15, 20 years when this gets as bad as it's going to be. So, and it will not change. That's the problem. As long as those insurance companies keep supporting these war chests, and they keep bringing these fucking doctors in that aren't smart enough or good enough to get into a hospital to work, or a clinic, or have their own clinic, they go and work there. They abuse their power because they finally got some fucking power. What was it? Like 12 years ago or so? 60 Minutes or 2020 covered it. There was like 2 insurance companies out there that actually hired doctors that had lost their license, but they weren't calling them doctors. They were calling them advisors. And they're the ones that are telling the insurance company what to cover, not to cover, what to allow the real doctors to do. It's getting to the point where our doctors can't treat us like they want to. The insurance companies have more rights than telling the doctor, try to treat us. If we don't get our heads out of our asses, I don't know what's going to come out of this shit. And while I'm talking about the mask and that, let's cover COVID again, just for a few minutes here. They say, oh, we got to get this under, and so we can get back. We'll never get back to the way we were. It'll never fucking happen. I've mentioned in a lot of videos, and I might have even mentioned this. I volunteer at a law firm, okay? I help out there, I'm lower than a welcome mat there, but I run errands. They sent me to a police station to pick up a report. I'm not going to say what city this was in, but it was not Milwaukee, I'll tell you that. Okay? But I've heard Milwaukee. I told my story to other people, and they said they kind of heard the same thing through Milwaukee too, and with some of the smaller cities in the area here, they've all kind of heard it too. There was a patrolman, a detective, who happened to be a lieutenant, and then you had, or a sergeant, then you had the lieutenant, okay? The shift commander or whatever. The patrolman said, I wish they would bring back the curfew. And the lieutenant said, why? Oh, because I didn't, when there was a curfew, I didn't have to get out of my car so much. I didn't have to pull people over. You think our government's going to allow the criminals to get back out on the street again? I predicted this. I don't know, do you remember that big speech that President Trump gave right before Easter? Last Easter of 20? And he said that we should be over this by Easter. That speech he gave on that Wednesday, I said the same exact thing, word for word, to my wife, like 5 days before. Okay? In our bedroom, we're talking, I said, this is what's going to happen. Everything that's happened since March of last year till this moment here, I have predicted. Five days before President Trump gave that speech, okay? I still feel he should owe me a couple bucks for stealing my speech, but hey, if it wakes people up, I'm willing to do my part, but whatever. No, I'm fucking with you. See what I'm saying about being a smartass? But it's not going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get worse. Because nobody wants to work anymore. Am I against, these checks we're getting? Hell no. The checks even helped us out. I was grateful for them. Okay? I really was. But we have to do something here. Maybe it's time for us to go back to old school, writing our senators and Congress people letters saying, hey, this ain't right. Because nobody's reading emails anymore. That's why they want you to do the emails. I think I covered that one too, a few videos back too. But if I pissed anybody off, I would love to say I'm sorry, but I can't, because that's what I started this channel for. I try to be nice, but I'm not getting the responses. So maybe now if I piss people off. But it's when I'm pissing you off, I'm not really being mean about it or rude, Because I'm getting a lot of questions when they say, when people are asking me, when they read the description on the other videos, what do you mean be nice, or be respectful? The greatest thing I learned in prison, and I know it's kind of contradicting, but I've said this many times before. The one thing I learned about being in prison here in the United States and Mexico is how to be disrespectful but staying in the guidelines, or being respectful, because there's a lot of times guards they actually wrote me up because I was being I was like showing them respect, very cocky, and they'd write me up and they're like, and I go in front of the hearing, discipline hearing, and they say, well, that's what the law, So, If I'm pissing you off, I hope I'm pissing you off in the right way. If I am pissing you off, you disagree with what I say, you don't like what I'm saying, put it down below. Maybe I'll make one of the topics in the future out of it. So, I think I'm going to cut it there. This is one of my shortest videos, I guess. So, yeah, before I go though, if you're into, like ghost hunting or paranormal, do me a favor, go and check out Oh My Gosh or Wacky Witch. You know, they're like ghost hunters, you know, and they try to catch on, you know, audio and video and all that. I don't know how truthful it is. It's entertainment, you know, take it for what it's worth. But now if you're into strange, dark, and mysterious topics delivered in story format, go and check out Mr. Ballin, Ballen, and watch his videos. He is so great. And if you don't want to watch the videos, read the topics just to see how good he is. Because it's getting to the point where I can't even find any videos that I have not seen before. I think I've seen them all. But when I listen to him, I can actually picture his stories as if I'm watching a movie or a TV series. You know, he's awesome. If you're into prison reform, go and check out Larry Lawton. I'm actually waiting for Larry Lawton to contact me, because I've tried to contact him 3 times because I am for prison reform. Like I said, I've done prison here in the United States and in Mexico. So, you know, he's got a good fight, a long fight, but a good fight that he's going for. If you're for like an underdog, you know, I don't want to say underdog story, but a guy that was somewhat of pretty much of a badass, but changed his life around, found Jesus Christ, you know, and believes in his faith, and just like Larry Lawton, they don't endorse what they're talking about, but they're trying to make it educational to show people, and especially kids, what not to do and why. Check out Michael Francis. He was a mob captain, okay? He lived a life. He got out. Because I hope I don't jinx him by saying this, but he got out because he didn't take nobody down, okay? I have so much respect for that guy. And if you go and check out Michael Francis, let him know that I did what the fuck is it called, in school, an essay on his father's, Sonny Francis, John Sr. I got an A+ for it. His dad and Michael Francis, Sonny and Michael, are such big class acts that go and check him out, man. You will not be disappointed. I probably watch probably 6 to 8 videos of his a day when I can. Mr. Ballin, there's times, because with Francis, I'm running out of videos to watch for him too. I can't wait till Mondays come so we can watch what is it called, Movie Monday. And when I can't find nothing to watch of Michael's, I go to Mr. Ballin. Just like if I can't find nothing to Mr. Ballin, I go back and forth. And there's some days where I'll watch each one of them on different days for 8-12 hours. Because they're just that good, that entertaining, you know. And the thing is, they're telling the truth, you know. I was talking to my wife about Michael when I first found him. You know, he said, I'm telling you the truth, I'm telling the truth. Yes, he is, because maybe I wasn't in the mob. but I was around that life many times, or something similar to that. Okay, common sense again. Okay, is he telling you 100% of the truth? Probably not, because he can't. He's probably telling you 80%, but out of that 80%, you are getting 100% of that 80%. I'll guarantee you that. I'll bet my last kidney on that one. And I love it when, and I think I put in one of his comments when he says, whatever I'm telling you, you can go and research. I'm not lying. I don't think out of all the stories I've heard from Michael, I don't think one has ever been a lie or exaggerated. He doesn't have to. So, go and check those other channels out. I just hope they don't get mad that I keep endorsing them. But when I respect somebody, I'm like, I'm not comparing myself to this guy, but I'm like Michael's dad. When I find something to be loyal to, I'm loyal. I've had people ask me even years ago, and it's this way now. They say, hey, Hippie, you have a choice. $1 million here or respect. Whatever one you want, you can have. I take the respect. Because respect you can't buy. Respect and or not respect, I'm so sorry, loyalty. I'm talking about loyalty. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Loyalty. I'll take loyalty over anything. Because you cannot buy loyalty. You can get people, to work for you, to help you. But when the chips are down, and Michael knows what I'm talking about because his dad was that way. His dad did a 50-year sentence. And he would not talk nothing. Okay? So I'll take loyalty every time, because I can always go and find money. I can always steal it if I have to. But loyalty, you can't do that. So, and when I find people like Mike, especially like Michael, Larry, John at Mr. Ballin, when I find people that are real and telling you the way it is, and like Michael, changing his life the way he did, just like Larry did, they get all my respect and all my loyalty. And you can take that one to the bank. So, I'm going to cut this here. Thank you for your time. Please leave a comment, remark, thumbs up, all that. You know what to do. Do it all. I may do another video today, so tomorrow there should be, because they'll be uploaded later tonight. Tomorrow or later tonight or tomorrow there might be two videos, maybe even more. Let's see how I feel. I'm pretty sore. If you see, I'm a little bit more restless than usual. I'm losing my voice because I talked to somebody on the phone earlier today about this topic and got into a shouting match probably about, when was it? Last week, one day. I ran into a friend that was having band practice, and they asked me to sit in to sing a couple songs, so my voice is pretty fucked up. So, till the next time, be good, be safe. If you're driving, drive safe. If you can't drive safe, aim good. Ciao.